This video didn't show up randomly in your life. Information like this only lands when your perception is ready to expand. Most people will scroll past this and feel nothing. If you're still here, something in you already senses that reality is not what you were taught it was. You've heard people say everything is connected, but they say it like a nice idea, not a scientific fact. Quantum Sophia begins where cliches end. It is the moment you stop treating reality like a physical machine and begin seeing it as an intelligent system, structured, responsive, conscious. It is the point where ancient wisdom and modern quantum physics finally shake hands and agree on something humanity has sensed for thousands of years. The universe is not dead matter floating in empty space. The universe is alive, aware, and built from information. Sophia in ancient languages meant wisdom, not human cleverness, but the intelligence that underlies existence itself. The order behind chaos, the logic behind creation, the living architecture of the cosmos. And when you bring the quantum world into this ancient idea, something extraordinary emerges. The realization that consciousness is not something happening inside your brain, but the very fabric from which reality itself is woven. Quantum Sophia is the name we give to that intelligence. The field that thinks, responds, shapes, and mirrors consciousness back to itself. To understand this, you must first let go of the idea that matter is solid. At the quantum level, there is no solid. There are no objects. There are only vibrations, probabilities, relational information. A particle does not exist as a thing. It exists as a waveform, a spectrum of possibilities that only becomes real when it interacts with consciousness. This is not metaphor. This is physics. Reality behaves differently depending on whether it is observed. The universe is not a static painting. It is a dynamic conversation between consciousness and information. This is where Quantum Sophia begins to come into focus. Reality is not a giant machine. It is a mind-like system. It learns you. It mirrors you. It responds to you. And your inner state, your beliefs, your emotional history, your identity, acts as the tuning fork that determines which parts of reality collapse into your experience. Most people have been taught that consciousness is produced by the brain, that when the brain shuts off, awareness disappears. But when you look at the evidence, near-death experiences where consciousness continues while the brain is offline, the placebo effect where belief changes biology, quantum experiments where observation alters matter, another picture emerges. Consciousness is not inside the brain. The brain is inside consciousness. Like a radio does not create music but receives it, the brain filters a fraction of a much larger field of awareness. Quantum Sophia is the field itself, the ocean of intelligence the human mind swims in, usually without realizing it. This changes everything about how life works. You've been told that you attract what you want, but if that were true, desperate people would be the most successful, the most loved, the most fulfilled. That's not how reality behaves. The universe does not respond to desire. It responds to identity, to your baseline frequency, to the emotional signature your nervous system broadcasts every day, consciously or not. You can say you want abundance, but if your body is broadcasting fear, shame, or unworthiness, the field responds to that broadcast, not to the words you say. Quantum Sophia acts like an intelligent mirror, reflecting not your wishes but your deepest internal state. This is why people sabotage good opportunities without knowing why. It's why the same relationship patterns repeat with different faces. It's why someone can leave their hometown, their job, their partner, even their entire country, only to find themselves in the exact same emotional loops. The past is not behind you. It is inside your field. Every memory, every trauma, every identity you've rehearsed for years becomes part of the frequency you radiate. Every time you emotionally revisit the past, you are not remembering it. You are reinstalling it, broadcasting it, recreating the same pattern in the present. Quantum Sophia reveals something most people never realize. Your life is not shaped by external circumstances, but by the internal identity that feels most familiar to you. If you want to change your reality, you must change your baseline, not your goals, not your affirmations, not your actions alone, but the state of being you operate from. This idea is not new. Ancient civilizations sensed this intelligence long before we had particle accelerators and quantum equations. In Gnostic texts, Sophia was the architect of creation, not a deity, but the structural intelligence from which worlds emerge. In Hermetic philosophy, the principle was simple: as within, so without. Kabbalah spoke of Chokmah, the raw creative force, the blueprinting mind behind form. Hindu traditions described Brahman, the universal consciousness expressing itself through matter. Every culture pointed to the same truth. The universe is not random. It is a living intelligence that organizes itself according to deeper laws. Quantum physics now confirms what mystics intuited. The observer effect shows that particles behave differently when watched. Entanglement shows that two particles can remain connected across space, responding to each other instantly, as if space itself doesn't exist. Probability fields show that the future is not fixed, but collapses according to interaction. Behind all of this is a hidden coherence, a structure that holds everything together. That structure is what we call Quantum Sophia. You've experienced it even if you've never named it. Every moment of synchronicity, every time a thought becomes reality faster than logic can explain, every time intuition warns you before the mind understands, you are interacting with the field. When you think of someone and they suddenly call you, it is not coincidence. It is non-local information resonating. When your body senses danger before your mind detects it, it is reading the field. When life aligns in a way that feels orchestrated, reality is revealing its intelligent nature. Your body is not just flesh. It is an antenna. Your heart, your nervous system, your electromagnetic field, they are all broadcasting and receiving information. This is why intuition is often more accurate than logic. Your conscious mind is slow and limited. Your subconscious mind is faster. But your field, your presence, your deeper awareness is instantaneous. It interacts with Quantum Sophia directly, long before you can put the experience into words. This is also why personal transformation feels like death. When you shift your identity, you're not just changing beliefs, you're changing your frequency. You're dissolving an old version of yourself that the field was using as its reference point. Quantum Sophia adapts to your new broadcast. But your old patterns try to pull you back because they are familiar. This is why people fear change. The moment your identity shifts, your entire energetic relationship with reality updates. You step into unknown territory where the outcomes are not predetermined by your past. But this is also where your power lies. Because if identity shapes reality, then nothing about your future is locked. The universe is not pushing you. It is responding to you. And the moment you become aware of this relationship, you stop living like a victim of circumstances and start living like a participant in creation. Quantum Sophia means that your internal world and your external world are not separate. They are two sides of the same code. The world moves when you move. Doors open when you shift your frequency. Opportunities bloom when your nervous system stops broadcasting fear. Synchronicities appear when your identity aligns with a higher version of yourself. Reality becomes fluid when you stop anchoring it to old emotional patterns. This does not mean think positive and life changes. That is childish. What it means is that the deeper your awareness becomes, the more the field reflects that awareness. Change your consciousness, and you change your structure. Change your structure, and you change your life. Quantum Sophia is not a belief system. It is not a religion. It is not a myth. It is a model, a way of understanding reality as an intelligent, participatory, interconnected field where consciousness and matter are two expressions of the same underlying information. It means the universe is not deaf to you. It is listening, responding, mirroring. It means your past is not a prison unless you keep broadcasting it. It means intuition is not random. It is communication. It means synchronicity is not coincidence. It is alignment. It means identity is not fate. It is code. It means you are more powerful, more connected, and more involved in the architecture of your reality than you have ever been told. Quantum Sophia is the hidden intelligence behind the mirror, the quiet architect shaping probability, the field that remembers you, learns you, responds to you. And once you understand this, life stops feeling like repetition and becomes evolution. And always remember, God is real. He is the creator of all worlds and all laws, yet he is not bound by them. He holds dominion over all, and it is he who holds the ultimate power to shape the course of your life as he wills. At the end, it is he who determines what comes to pass and what does not. In this very moment, as your thoughts align with him, know that he is watching. Ask him for guidance. Trust in his divine plan, for his wisdom and purpose transcend anything we could ever comprehend. Now, do you understand the true meaning of choice? I wish you all the best, and until next time.